Shalom, shalom. It's your brother Bob from Yahawashi, GMS in Petersburg, Florida. Come in the spirit and power of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Barakatha. Double honor to our elder apostles at Greatmillstone who do rule well. Was a single honor and salutation to all you sincere brothers, constantly pushing his word, truth, and sincerity. And I also want to say peace and blessing to the sincere men, women, and children that consist of the 1/3. Now getting straight to the point. There are prophecies that are coming to pass. Alright. The Spirit of the Lord, Yahawashi, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus, his spirit is the spirit of prophecy. And these Christian churches, they're not telling people about these prophecies, man. Wars and rumors of wars is not becoming evident. Nation rising against nation, that's becoming more evident. And even nation rising against nation goes against one group of people going up against another group of people. Like the racial tensions here in America, that's evident. Okay? The Bible talks about thermonuclear warheads, talk about missiles being shot on America on this Babylon. Well, that seems very relevant as well. Especially with people talking about a nuclear holocaust. Definitely with Donald Trump opting out of the nuclear treaty that goes back to 1987, if I'm not mistaken. All those prophecies are coming to pass. You know, the sedition amongst men, that's happening, that's coming to pass. But there's also one very major prophecy as well. It's already on the verge of about to be global. That's what the Bible calls the mark of the beast. Alright? Also known as the RFID chip, or the NFC, near frequency communication device. RFID stands for radio frequency identification. You have that in your credit cards. You know, that's why now they've given people debit and credit card with chips in them. If you go up to a gas tank and you have like a speed pass, and you don't have to pull out your credit card, you can wipe your speed pass, you can easily get your gas. If you go to a fitness club, like I go to Anytime Fitness, they have a key fob. Okay, that's near frequency communication device, or radio frequency identification device, where I can get access 24/7 to my gym. So it's evident, this is here and it's happening. Alright, now I'm gonna play this clip, and I'm gonna pull out some precepts to bring out some information.
I finally figured out what car to get. Now, where to find...
There's a company over in Sweden that are allowing, it's the first company to allow passengers to use near frequency communication devices, which is implanted in their hands, to actually board without having a traditional boarding pass to get on the train. This is not far-fetched. This is reality. This is coming to pass. Alright? And then you have Israelite groups out there like IUIC that used to make mockery of the elders.
Xfinity Home connects you to
that used to make mockery of the elders.
total home security from anywhere, so you can keep an eye on things.
You found the tent.
Even when you're away.
Alright. This is from the article Independent. It says Swedish cyborg craze sees more than 4,000 Swedes insert chips under the skin. Alright, now you have it here. It's evident. They're showing it to you. So how can you deny this anymore? How can you deny that the Bible is not a book of prophecy, that the Bible does not speak about these things? And you have IUIC, you know, their leader, their bishop, Nathaniel, will say, ain't no microchip. It's June. I remember he was saying it what a couple years ago. Well, guess what? It's here now. And you haven't made any video discussing that. You haven't made any video saying it's the mark of the beast. You have not made any video. We're not even asking for an apology. Apologizing to the Spirit, to the Lord. All right, leading your people to the path of salvation. No, you're leading them to the path of destruction. All right. So I'm gonna pull out a precept. Bear with me. I'm gonna pull out a precept out of Revelation chapter 13. Yeah, we are familiar with this, but I'm reading this for those of you who may not know, those of you who are new to the ministry or who are new to the faith. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, and it says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, small and great. That means that you can be somebody who's just bagging groceries at a grocery store to being a celebrity or athlete, rich or poor. All right, you could be running a multi-billion-dollar company, or you can just be making it with under $30,000 a year. All right, free and bond. So you can be an inmate, or you can be a so-called citizen that's out here roaming freely, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Now, you have people that were saying that, oh, that mark goes back to a philosophy, it goes back to Christianity. This is an actual inserting inside someone's skin, all right? Let me pull this out real quick. I'm going to go into that word mark. Okay, I'm in the New Testament, so it will be in the Greek. Let's see what it says. Let's see what it says, mark, about mark.
Strong's G 5480. Charagma. Charagma.
Charagma. And it means to stamp an imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or on the right hand of the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. That's not what it's saying. The mark branded upon horses, like you would put a brand on a horse or on cattle. You're gonna be branded by the United States of America, by the devil. Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Now listen to this: thin carved sculpture graven word. So it means karagma means to cut, to make an incision. All right. So when it goes back to that's what I'm looking for. To stamp or to make a mark. All right. Let's go to the root word real quick. See what the root word says. A pale or a stake, and it's spiritual. Cool. You think about like when I was growing up, I used to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She would have a stake and she would pierce it through the heart of the vampire. So in other words, something that inserts you. Alright, it's an insertion. It makes an incision. Okay? And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So it says you can't even buy or sell if you don't get this chip. That's gonna come sooner or later. They're already trying to make this a cashless society. Most places you can't even use cash. You have to use your credit card or a debit card. So they're already making it a cashless society. Sooner or later they're gonna want to put your debit and credit card information inside of you and make you a cyborg, so to say. Understand that? Now remember, it said you can't buy or sell. Now let's go to. I want to go to Isaiah chapter 36. I believe it's verse 6. And it read, Lo, thou trusted in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is Pharaoh king of Egypt to all that trust in him. You understand that? It says a reed. It said it will go into his hand and pierce it. So something's gonna go inside your hand. For those who trust in America, those who trust in your president, this is what's gonna happen. Okay? Understand that? So now let's go into that word. I wanna go into the etymology of that word reed. In other words, I mean on the blue letter. Let's go into the word reed. And that word would be quana. Quana, which means like a reed, a stalk, bone, balance. Cause it's really talking about a plant. But understand the structure of that plant. Okay. Measuring rod. Reed is also known as a measuring rod. Understand that? So now, I went to etymology real quick. I just want to prove a few points. Like it says, reed, tall, broad-leaved grass growing in wet places. Okay. Now I go down a little bit more. Musical pipe made from a reed stem. Okay. Now, if you know how a reed stem look, well, you have to understand how it looks so you can understand what I'm saying. Now check this out. Hold on, bear with me. This right here is known as a nulla in Latin, and it means little reed. Alright? So you went to Isaiah 36:6, that word reed goes back to the Latin word canula, which means little reed. And it is a tube that can be inserted into the body, often for the delivery or removal of fluid or for the gathering of data. So they're going to put a chip in you to gather your data, which would be what? Your GPS location, your blood type, your heart rate, blood pressure. All right. So this is not far-fetched talking about the RFID chip or the NFC chip, man. All right. So don't take that chip, because if you take that chip, you're gonna die. The Lord's gonna kill you, man. That's gonna be the day when everybody's faith is gonna be tried in that day. All right. See, they try to present it to you as like that fool Kid Boo, whatever his name is. They try to present it to you like it's a trend. No, this is the mark of the beast. The Heavenly Father will destroy any and everybody that takes this mark. Understand that? Revelation 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, all right, the same shall drink of the wine of wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Did you hear that about taking the mark of the beast? Okay. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast in its image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. So anyone that takes that chip, the Lord's going to destroy you, man. So everybody say, oh, I love Jesus, I love God, whoever you, okay. Well, when Yahawashi presenting it to you, are you going to take it or not? If you take it, you're going to be branded by the devil. All right? Which is the so-called white man, woman, and child. The word devil just means deceiver, slanderer, because they want to be God, but they're not God. All right? But nonetheless, I pray you will edify, call Lord, like Yahawashi, keep the spirit of edification on me. Double honors to my elder apostle, seeing honors to all you brothers, peace and blessing to the sincere man, woman, the tree, nigga, sister, the 1/3. Call me out, Shalom, walk for a ball, Shalom.